Looking for some new podcasts to listen to? Well, Rat Salad Review Network has plenty of shows to choose from. Like Rat Salad Review, where they discuss the latest rock and metal news, as well as interviews and albums. Album vs. Album, the King Diamond Podcast, with Wayne Noon, Greg Noggle, and sometimes this guy.
Smack 'em a gob!
Ralph Vieira is also on our network with the Vieira Vault. There's also Old Man Metal's Musings, where he discusses heavy metal and beer. Music is Life with Lou Mavs. The Right Opinion for those who love politics. A South Park podcast called Suck My Balls. The Infinite Fringe, a watch-along wrestling show called Beyond Bushido. Ex-Stradivarius guitarist, the Timo Tolkki podcast. And the Great Harry Barnett with I Don't Even Like Podcast and the Laughcast. So check out ratsaladreview.com or search Rat Salad Review on YouTube, Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and more. He's got to be frozen like that. Welcome to Alvarez Album. What's up, Cherry Coke? Zero.
I'm glad I got to pick an album versus album. I like getting to pick those eventually, because every matchup I do is usually, or every matchup I suggest is usually pretty good.
Usually. When was your last one?
I don't remember the last one, but I've been trying to get several of them. Like I tried to get Prong versus Ministry and stuff like that. But
oh yeah, that was a good one. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
did that.
Maybe the Prong album after their second, their second album against Psalm 69. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But we got to do the 1990 death metal matchup first. Spiritual Healing, The Cause of Death, The Piece of Time by Atheist.
Whatever you want, Nate. Your show.
Be a three-way. Yep. It is now. I'm the biggest personality in the room.
No, I'll give you some extra album versus albums. I always feel like I diss you on the album versus albums.
Well, I feel like I give really good matchups, things that are really comparable yet still different, like these two. Mm-hmm. Plus, these two are pretty hot new albums.
Hot, fresh off the presses. What
are we doing today, Wayne? You want me to explain it, or should you?
You explain it, because they're your picks.
All right, we are doing
your
the
favorite
new
pick.
Havok album, V, or 5, if you like that whole sort of Roman numeral thing, and Weapons of Tomorrow by Warbringer, the sequel album to Woe to the Vanquished. Which one do you want to start with? I don't really care which one we start with.
Let's start with Havok.
All right, I liked Havok more, just by a hair, but I do like Warbringer more as a band overall.
Why do you like the Havok one?
Havok, it's just got more punch to it.
I agree with you with that.
But with Weapons of Tomorrow, I would rather have it have less punch and be more Swedish death metal oriented, but we'll get to that later. I'm waiting for that.
Where is Havok from?
Havok are from Denver, Colorado.
Oh, so
odd spot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, odd spot for a thrash band to come from. I've seen them twice. Once opening for Anthrax, once headlining.
Wow.
Fucking great live. Even on Conformicide, which was not that great of an album, but...
Yeah, they were a little too all over the place on that one.
Yeah, I love the lyrics and the actual, riffing parts of it, though. The choruses are great, too. War, famine, death, disease, slavery, genocide, radioactive seas. That's a fucking great chorus. I think that's Master Plan was the chorus of that.
Possibly. It's been a while since I've listened to that one.
It's nothing obscenely special, but, Reese Scuggs is always good on guitar. I always like listening to him. And their drummer. Their drummer's great. Not quite Dave Whitty, but,
Well, I like this one a lot.
Me too.
Mostly because it reminds me of Megadeth so much. Yeah. But and by the way, I heard what you were talking about with Blackened at the beginning of post-truth era.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't listening for that at first, and I just thought that's cool. I didn't even really think about what it sounded like, but yeah. This is definitely their most mature album. For me, it's my favorite one. I think it's their best one so far.
Me too. Although I really like Burn. I'd have to go back and listen to Burn again. Burn is fucking great.
Burn's a great record, but I mean, this is definitely. I don't know. They're so versatile on this. They really took a step above, and it's funny because Warbringer did too. But
It just disappears just like that.
I had to reset my Google settings, so I got to re-unlock my Facebook.
Oh, all right. Well, Greg's. I don't know if it's on everybody's Skype, but you're like breaking up pretty bad. Not breaking up vocally, but picture-wise. Very choppy. PP.
Sorry.
I don't know if we should.
But yeah, for all the details and intricate stuff on here, though, it's still a very good thrash fest. Very
driven album. Oh yeah. I still hear a lot more Chaos AD than you, I guess, but I've always heard Sepultura and their sound.
Yeah.
Especially their vocal pattern. I just hear a lot of Cavalera.
Yeah. I hear what you're talking about with that. I had to listen to it again when you first mentioned it just because also Chaos AD isn't really one of my favorite Sepultura albums.
Neither.
It's been a
same
long time
here
since I listened to that.
That's why I like Warbringer more. They have more of a Beneath the Remains vibe.
I like Warbringer less actually, but that's a different story.
Well, I like this album.
We'll get to
less.
that. Huh.
You like Havok less?
No, I like Warbringer less, or Warbringer's album less, but I like Warbringer more overall as a band.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, this is my first time hearing Havok and Warbringer too. Really, I think it was a little too samey for me because there was no song that really stuck out too much.
Really?
Yeah, I just felt like it was just a lot of the same.
Dude, Phantom Force was really good.
The songs are good. I like the songs. I wasn't too crazy about his vocals.
They do kind of blend together. I like his vocal. I've always liked his vocals, though.
Yeah. It's not bad.
It just reminds me of Schmear from Destruction.
Right, I was going to say, a lot of Destruction sound on this album.
But they're more Eternal Devastation, whereas Warbringer is more like Infernal Overkill.
Yeah. And a lot of Megadeth, like Greg said. The one song I did like because they did something different and didn't always stay with that vocal style. And I don't know if there was a guest or whatever, but the last song, I don't know what the name of it was off the top.
Sometimes he sings
do it.
Don't do what? Oh, open the bag of chips?
No, it's called Don't Do It. The title of the song is called Don't Do It. But yeah, don't eat the goddamn chips.
Oh, good, dude.
He had those brownies there, whatever he was eating, and I said, oh, good, a quiet snack. But no.
There were zingers, and then I got some like cherry bombs too.
Open that up.
When I said I was almost home, I was at the gas station grabbing these snacks.
You ever give Pop Rocks to a baby? It's really funny.
No, don't do that. Please do not do that. I'm going to censor that on here because people are going to hear that and they're going to say, I heard that on Rat Salad Review to give my baby Pop Rocks, and we're going to get in trouble.
No, do it to a 4-year-old, then they get scared.
Unbelievable. Anyway, back to the album. Is the vocalist singing that song, or is there somebody else with him?
Well, if it's like, I can't remember the whole song, but it's like, if it's nah, 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 it's like, if it's more just high-pitched kind of...
He uses his regular vocal style he uses on every song, and then he uses like a regular, like a normal, I don't know how you describe
well, his
it.
head
a clean
voice is where
vocal.
My talking voice is, because I've met him. I've met David Sanchez. And he's also the rhythm guitar player, and second lead, I guess, of the band.
All right. But that song stuck out to me because it was a lot different from the other songs. He did two different vocal styles, so which I thought was cool. I wish he would have did that more throughout the album, because then I probably would have memorized some of the songs a little bit better.
See, it's funny though, because I think Phantom Force is like purely memorable just based on the riffs in it. Like that song really slays. Betrayed by Technology does too. I like that one a lot.
Oh yeah, that was gnarly.
Yeah.
Interface with the Infinite was fucking cool. So
that's a really, really good song. That's one of the best songs they've written. And then, even though, Ritual of the Mind, I like that one. And even though it's nothing like super amazing, I love Merchants of Death and how much like old Death Angel it sounds like.
Right. And it kind of reminds me of like the drummer does remind me of Dirk from Megadeth, to be honest.
A little bit, yeah.
Where he's like playing the entire Megadeth discography, but into one person.
That's what the drumming on this album really made me think of, was like Marty Friedman live. Oh, I mean, not Marty Friedman, fucking Nick Menza live on the Rust in Peace and then Countdown to Extinction tours, because this is pretty versatile. And I mean, I know, Wayne, you don't hear the difference, but there is a lot of different shit going on.
Much better
in these
live
songs. Yeah, but the production doesn't really help it.
Right.
It's a little
muted.
Yeah.
I agree. It's a little flat. Warbringer has
Yeah.
better production just overall, but I like War of the Vanquish's production a little more because it's just a little more Morbid Angel-y.
But the one thing that did stick out to me, and when I was talking to Greg about this earlier before we even did the show, the bass player. There's a lot of really cool things. There's like a lot of slap bass type things, which you don't hear in a lot of thrash bands. I thought that was pretty cool because they had like an extra little different element to the songs, and it just sounded cool in some of the parts. So that really stuck out.
That's kind of where the Sepultura influence comes to me as well.
It sounds a lot like Mordred to me.
I haven't listened to much Mordred.
Yeah, you'll hear the similarities between this and Conformicide and Mordred's stuff.
Interesting, but yeah, I'm not my favorite album I've ever heard in my life, but not a terrible album. I just wish there was more diversity in it and some more stuff like that final song. So, not bad.
Panpsychoism is some fucking amazing lead guitar work.
Yeah,
Reese Scuggs is the best
Yeah.
guitar player in the modern Big Four, in my opinion. And that's saying something, because both of Warbringer's guitar players are fucking really good.
Yeah.
But Reese Scuggs is just on another level.
Yeah, good. Now you want to go on to Warbringer, now that you just mentioned it?
Yep. Warbringer. Let's start off. John Keeble, my favorite vocalist of the modern wave of thrash metal.
Yes.
He's just another wave above everybody else. He's insane.
I will agree with you on that. I do like the vocals in this band way more than I do with Havok.
To me, he sounds like a Millet clone. So,
yeah, it's some.
He is way better than Mila. Mila cannot scream like that.
Oh, not now, but
you can't tell me it doesn't
could.
sound like Creator, though.
Well, there's a bit of Creator, but there's a lot of German influence there. It's like if American made a Teutonic thrash band.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's not suck all these guys' dicks too much. I mean, it's awesome they keep the sound and everything going, but nothing about what most of them do is wholly original. And,
no, but it's a fucking awesome fusion of just extreme metal and thrash.
Where's Warbringer from?
Almost seamless. They're from LA.
All right, so both.
I've seen them twice as well.
Very cool. Yeah, actually, since you talk about Creator, Greg, the second song, I hear People of the Lie. When they get to the chorus part, it sounds almost identical to... sounds exactly like that song. But I think Warbringer, again, first time I ever heard Warbringer, this is my favorite one out of these two albums.
Again, I think they sound more like Destruction than Creator.
Yes, I heard a lot of the Creator, a lot of Destruction stuff in here. They had a lot more diversity in all the songs. I could tell the songs apart from each other.
But this works great as a sequel to War of the Vanquished. Like, War of the Vanquished was this kind of thrash, but like with Morbid Angel and like Possessed kind of death metal added to it. And more like the first wave black metal stuff too. Whereas this was more like Entombed, Dismember, death symbolic kind of stuff thrown into thrash. And I, even though I like War of the Vanquished more, I would rather have the contrast to make this like a sequel album.
I also hear some Children of Bodom in here too.
Yep. Like that mellow death kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love the first song. First song's really cool. I like the chorus in that song. It's awesome.
I heard one of the first time that song was ever played live.
What's that?
Firepower Kills. I heard that live for one of the first times. They've only played a couple shows before. But I heard that song in September before the music video came out.
Yeah.
So it was just brand new material.
Wow. Yeah, no, it's a really good song
fucking
to
awesome
start
song.
with. Yeah.
Great
cool.
riff. It's not... Again, the problem is, it's like there's better riffs like that, though, on Woe to the Vanquished. Like, fucking Descending Blade is amazing. And it's got a better version of that kind of firepower kills riff. But, and then Silhouettes, the first song off of Woe to the Vanquished, is a better song about nuclear warfare. So it's kind of a problem there for me.
Well, for you know the band more than I do.
Right.
But just judging it from this album, it's, I like that song a lot. Actually,
I thought you would.
Yeah. Like Greg said, the first 4 songs are really good.
Yeah, this is the best one I've heard from them. I mean, outside... I haven't heard Woe to the Vanquished. I have to hear that one. But other than this, I only ever heard their first 2. And I've never really been a fan of Warbringer. I mean, there's about half of the first album I really like, and then that was about it. They were just... I mean, you had Havok, you had Toxic Holocaust, a lot of Municipal Waste, a lot of other bands I liked a lot better around the same time, so I just never got into them. But the instrumentation on this is amazing. That is such a strong opening track. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
And then The Black Hand Reaches Out as Crushed Beneath the Tracks is probably my favorite song.
Same here. And that sounds like Woe to the Vanquished sounds more like Crushed Beneath the Tracks.
I'd probably like that one more then.
I just like to hear Nate
At least
crunch.
the A side, because the B side's a little more melodic, but it's still more Florida influenced.
Yeah. And again, on this album, like on the Havok album, I like the last song on this album as well.
Glorious End is
a good
awesome.
ending track.
That was way better than When the Guns Fell Silent, which is the ending track to Woe to the Vanquished. Glorious End is way better, and the lyrics are just haunting. I fucking love it. He's a great lyricist.
Yeah, Glorious End is a great song. That's where it picked back up for me, because honestly, side 2, not crazy about it. I
love
hated Heart
Notre
of
Dame.
Darkness. No, Notre Dame's a good one too, but like Unraveling, Heart of Darkness goes off on some like metalcore shit. That song is atrocious.
That's not my favorite.
Power Unsurpassed is middling. It's okay, but that's nothing special. Same thing with Outer Reaches, but then Notre Dame
I like Outer Reaches.
awesome.
Notre Dame is cool. That's a fucking great riff.
Yeah.
It's just marching, Makes me think of the end of the fucking Disney movie where the whole thing is just like coated in lava and melted, like molten metal. Exactly like that. It's very Maiden-esque in that regard.
Yeah, it's a good album. It's funny, I listened to it on accident on shuffle yesterday again, and I kind of liked the order that the songs were in when I listened to it. And then when I went back today and listened to it again in the regular order, I don't think I liked it as much. I don't know if it would.
I don't know. I like
be
the
better
order
with
of
a
this
song
album
order.
a lot more than I like the album of Woe to the Vanquished. Woe to the Vanquished, the energy is purposefully like this, but it's like the A side is faster and the B side is more melodic.
Oh, I hate when they do that. I like that, mix it in, Because then you
And
like
that's
one
what
side of the
that's
album
the
more
main
than the
thing I
other.
think this album does better. Because I'm not as big of a fan of the raw, more in-tuned kind of production.
Yeah.
I like a lot more of the low end of the guitar filled in. And that was kind of my problem with the production of this album, whereas Woe to the Vanquish had more of a... Like, what's that Morbid Angel album with the book on the front of it?
You don't know.
Covenant.
Yeah, it's kind of more produced like that.
Okay.
At least guitar-wise.
Oh, very good.
But then again, another fucking fantastic drummer. Both these bands have fucking fantastic drummers.
Both the bands are very, very similar with the
They're not-
musicianship and drummers, bass players, as vocalists. They're both good bands, and they're in the same genre, so it's really hard to differentiate them from each other.
I don't know. I think Havok's drummer and Warbringer's drummer are completely different.
No, they are completely different, but I'm saying they both fit really well with
Right.
both bands.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even all 4 in the new Big 4 have fantastic drummers. Like Warbringer and Havok, you've heard. And then Dave Whitty is the best out of all 4 of them, in my opinion. just because he's the most natural sounding out of all of them. And then Power Trip's drummer does everything he does with one kick drum, which astounds me.
Really?
Yep.
No double bass pedal, just one kick.
No double bass, one kick pedal.
So he's a Nico.
Like Kill 'Em All. No, Nico has 2 kick pedals.
Nico has 1.
He has 2 on Somewhere in Time.
He has 1.
No way.
He never used 2.
Why doesn't he play better on Somewhere in Time more often?
Nate's right about one thing, though. In the video for Stranger for a Strange Land, when they're on that fake stage setup, I think he does have 2 pedals in that video.
That's probably what confused me.
He's not really playing; he's just miming the song because it's for a music video. But
that's probably what
I know the clip
a
he's
lot of
talking
bands
about.
use their same stage
I'll have to
gear
look at it and saw that.
for cost efficiency.
But I know
He has
I
2
might be
kick
getting...
drums on his modern set.
No, he doesn't. He has 1.
I swear to God.
He has 1, and there was a
I'm
recent.
looking it up.
I don't know if it was the recent tour, not the recent tour, but the one that they did with like Somewhere in Time tour.
God damn, you're right.
Yeah, believe me, I know Nick McRae. He's right behind me. I got his drumstick. See. Yeah, they showed a close up on his foot, and he just got 1 pedal. And I remember even talking about it, and he got rid of it. They tried to get him to use the double pedal or something, and he got rid of it.
But now they're more attached to the double pedal. It's less Nico McBrain and more like Kill 'Em All, but better.
Why are you saying Kill 'Em All isn't double?
As in 1 kick pedal. Lars only had 1 kick pedal on Kill 'Em All.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he did.
He had 2 bass drums and only 1 kick pedal?
No, he had 1 bass drum on Kill 'Em All. On the recording, he did.
I don't know.
There wasn't a second kick drum until Ride the Lightning.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, this show ain't about fucking Metallica anyway.
That's right.
So, what do we feel about these albums? I like them.
Havok, I give an 8.5, and Warbringer, I give an 8.
Oh, well, we're just gonna do both. All right. You give what? Havok what? 8 and what?
8.5, and then I gave Warbringer an 8. Whereas I give Lord of the Vanquished a 9, so it's like... And I only compare these albums so much because they've come out so close together.
Mm.
Like, Lord of the Vanquished came out in, 2017? I think.
I don't know.
Can you say Lord of the Vanquished one more fucking time?
I'm sorry. I'd like this album, but better is my problem.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
2017. That was the first time I saw Warbringer, too, was on that tour.
Very good. Greg, what are you going to give him?
Let me think. I give the Havok a 7.5, and I give the Warbringer a 6.5. I like the Havok better.
Well,
they're both good records, both fun records. Just
I'm
not
switching.
my favorites.
I'm gonna do what you did, and I'm gonna just alternate them, giving Warbringer to 7.5, and then I'm gonna give Havok to 6. So this was a pretty close one.
That's tough. They're both good records, and they're both thrash. I mean, they're not similar in the fact that they sound similar, but they're both good thrash albums.
Yeah, they are. I would suggest if you like thrash, even if you just like metal, it doesn't matter. You still like these albums. They're very good.
See these bands live. They're fucking awesome live. They're that tight live. Sound exactly like the album.
Nobody's seeing any band live right now.
I mean, when they go back on, when everything resumes.
Maybe. If that ever happens.
I don't know. We can do metal news. There's been a couple tours that have been rescheduled.
This isn't that show.
I know. I'm saying we could eventually here.
We could. So who was the winner? Warbringer?
I think Warbringer wins, but I'm on Havok this round.
Yeah, Warbringer would win overall. But
Warbringer wins.
I stick with Havok.
All right. Like I said, they're both good. So,
because you rated Havok low enough to kind of drop us.
Yeah,
and
sorry.
Greg was right in the middle there.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Yeah. It's okay. I'm okay with either one of these winning. These are both awesome albums.
Yes, they are. All right. Well, everybody go check them out. And please check out our website, ratsaladreview.com. buy a T-shirt. I added some new ones actually.
Buy
I
a
don't know if
T-shirt.
it's
My
over.
girlfriend bought a T-shirt and a hoodie, I think, or a sweatshirt.
Oh no, she might have been the one that bought a hoodie and a tank top.
Yeah, that'd be her.
That would be her. Very cool.
I
Thank
think
you
so.
very
All
much.
right.
Thank you, Sam. And thank you,
Thank
Sam,
you.
for subscribing to our YouTube channel. It's about time.
I love you, you fucking dork.
Oh, stop it. Oh, you're talking about her.
How
Yeah.
sweet.
She listens to this podcast despite not knowing what the fuck it's about.
Yeah,
I admire that.
that's what people should.
Wait
I
till
have a
Frogs
great
with
girlfriend,
Dirty
I
Little
gotta
Lips
admit.
pops up.
That's right. Oh yes, and check out our new show. Well, actually, it's going to be Greg's new show, Frogs with Dirty Little Lips. It's his Frank
what's
Zappa
this show
show.
about? Oh, nice.
Yeah, finally gave him his
Zappa.
Frank Zappa show. So
When are we getting our Simpsons podcast?
whenever I can finish watching Ozark, and I have to finish watching the Cobra Kai,
Okay.
and maybe Simpsons.
Well, my next series after King of the Hill is going to be Always Sunny. So
Oh yeah,
I'm going to put an APB out on Eustace R. Dewo. And then we'll get him.
Eustace R. Dewo.
Better start with Greek
Big
Town.
down, big like one of them gyros.
Tuck it into your wallet, Chief.
Hey, I was napping there or whatever. Fucking, oh, I love Police Chief Wiggum. One of the best
All right.
fucking side characters.
Yes, he is. All right. On that note, we will see you guys next time. And anything else we need to
See you
let anybody
around.
know? Nothing else?
Oh, follow my bandit, Major M Band,
sure.
on Twitter. I'd give you my Twitter link, but I'm currently banned on Twitter. So
What'd you do?
you know that fake Biden ad that said
Oh,
his
yeah.
brain, no his heart.
Yeah.
Well, I posted that on Twitter because it was auto banning people, and I wanted to see if it was a rumor or not.
Hmm.
And I deleted it, but now it says we were reviewing 0 tweets, and you deleted 0 tweets. So I must have found a glitch in the system.
Oh my God. So
God,
stupid.
Twitter is the Walmart of social media.
I
Yeah.
know, right? But it's like the only place where random people can just yell at each other, and I kind of like that. It's like a gathering of homeless people.
There was a new thing called Vero, Bero.
I
It
don't
was
want
supposed to
a
be the
new
next
thing.
big. Well, it's been around for a while. It's supposed to be the next big thing, but it never really took off that well.
Hear about this thing called Tumblr, Wayne?
Yes, yeah.
The children and their TikTok. Get the fuck
Oh,
out.
God, no.
I was gonna put us on TikTok.
No.
I don't even know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, let's
Oh.
do our podcast in fucking 15-second spurts, of course.
We would be
Oh my
very
God,
popular.
that's some kind of living hell.
As if we aren't bad enough.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. See ya.
Goodbye. See you around.
What?